The Oculus Quest 2. Should you buy it in late September of 2021? People keep asking me in comment sections and during live streams. Should I still buy the Oculus Quest 2 or should I wait? So that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Let's get right into it. So this is a very important question, because last thing you want to happen is you buy a brand new headset and then a new one gets released a week later. Well, while it's not going to be a week later, we do have a very firm possibility that something is going to get announced or released during Oculus Connect. Let me explain. We already have the Facebook X Ray-Ban glasses released, so they're clearly not going to be talking about that during Oculus Connect. I've mentioned that before. So essentially what needs to happen during Oculus Connect is we need to have some sort of hardware reveal. And what better kind of reveal than a VR headset? We've gotten a ton of leaks, whether it's patents or whether it's software leaks, which I talked about in this video right up here, and why I think that these leaks mean that we are going to receive the Quest 2 Pro or the Quest Pro earlier than we might think. So I do have a very firm believing that the Quest Pro is going to be announced or released during Oculus Connect. Oculus Connect being on the 28th of October. So to those people wondering right now whether you should buy the Oculus Quest 2, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say wait until the 28th of October. It's only about a month away, and you are going to sincerely regret it if you buy the Quest 2 now, and then in a month's time, the Quest Pro with much better specs, eye and face tracking, gets released for hopefully still a decent price. And if you're thinking of buying the Quest 2, well, you clearly don't mind selling your soul to Facebook anyway, so you might as well wait for their newest device. And even if the Quest Pro does not get released or even announced during Oculus Connect, at least you're going to have that peace of mind. I know that feeling when you buy your brand new device and then a week or a month later, a brand new one from the company gets released for the same price. A lot of things go through my mind at that time, and it always happens, especially with phones. And people in the comments section do seem to be quite certain that Facebook did say sometime in the past that they want Oculus Quest device releases to be kind of like mobile phones. While the people disagree, I can kind of see why Facebook might want that to happen. People hate the idea of standalone headsets being released like mobile devices because they feel like, well, there isn't just that much innovation there as there would be in a mobile phone. Plus, a lot of people think that many phone releases are unreasonable anyway. But once again, I see why Facebook would want to do it. And I think that there is quite a bit of innovation to be done in VR every year, or at least during the last 2 years. You can see how much that's jumped. But secondly, even if you do want a Quest 2 now, and even if the Quest Pro gets released and you decide that you don't want it, that maybe the prices are a little too high, because I do think that they are going to be higher, especially with the specs that it is supposedly going to have, I think that waiting is still a better option, because when a new headset gets released from a company, prices always drop. Same thing happened with the Quest 1. You can get the Quest 1 for as cheap as €150 on eBay right now. How amazing is that? Used, of course, but that is incredible. And I personally am a huge fan of buying from the used market. As long as the device has no scratches on the lenses, you're getting a fantastic device at a fantastic price. And you're giving electronics a second chance at life, not having to throw them away. And I'm a big fan of that. I think electronics always have a use. Technology doesn't need to be thrown away, whether it's for the components or whether it's to give someone more joy. Which is why I just tend to give my old devices away for free. But yeah, to make that kind of a closing off statement, I certainly think you should wait. And I know that it's a very simple answer. It's a yes or no answer. But I love going in depth and telling you why, because a lot of people are going to want to know that. Wait the 1 month, and even if nothing gets released, at least you'll have a peace of mind that you didn't buy a device and a new one got released. Plus, who knows? Maybe Valve is going to come out with something. That's very unreasonable, and I highly doubt that's going to happen. But we're also supposed to be getting more and more news about the Deca Gear. A lot of new headsets are coming out now, and if you want to buy the Quest 2 for PC VR, while I myself enjoy it and like it, a lot of people don't. They say that the Quest 2 just isn't very good for PC VR, and you might want to wait for a different PC VR headset at a better price to come out. A lot of them, again, are at a waiting stage right now. We've got the Lynx R1, which is going to be kickstarted. Unfortunately, that is only going to ship in sometime 2022, so you won't get to see that for another while, and I doubt you want to wait that long. We've got the Deca Gear, again, which is going to be a PC VR headset, supposedly very good. We're going to see what happens with that one, and a bunch of other ones that we probably have not even discovered yet. It's incredible how fast the VR industry is growing. But yeah, that is going to be that. I hope I could answer that question in the best way I possibly could. I keep getting asked it on the Discord, in the YouTube comments section, and on live streams constantly. Yesterday we were doing the live stream. I got asked this question like 3 times. So here's the answer, as well as on the live stream. We succeeded with the glove, by the way. But yeah, let's jump straight into some VR news. So we've got some news about the Apple AR and VR headset, and supposedly it is going to use an iPhone, iPad, or Mac for advanced features. So, reading from Upload VR, The Information, Bloomberg, and analyst Ming-Chi Kuo all claim Apple will release a sleek AR VR headset as early as 2022 with high-resolution color cameras. Kuo claims it will be priced around $1,000. That's actually quite nice. That's decent. That's not too bad. From an Apple device, I actually expected it to be completely overpriced. But if the specs are anywhere close to the Index, well, it's already going to be competing with the Index. So hopefully that is the case. In February, The Information claims to have viewed images of a late-stage prototype, which showed a sleek, curved visor attached to the face of a mesh material and swappable headbands. The outlet drew an impression. While reports to date suggested the device will be fully standalone, the new report claims it will need to be wirelessly tethered, presumably to an iPhone, iPad, or Mac, for the most advanced features. Now, that could mean literally anything. It could be wirelessly tethered, just like the Quest 2, for advanced features being PC VR. Whether this means that any feature will work without being tethered, well, I guess we're just going to have to wait to find out. The report says the presence of an onboard graphics processing unit suggests there is also a standalone mode, but no details were given as to its capability. Apparently, the headset's custom chip is less powerful than the A series used in iPhones and iPads, and lacks the neural engine machine learning accelerator. That's unfortunate. I saw great potential there, where if you shove the M1 chip into the headset, it could be a beauty of a machine. I mean, I can see why they didn't do that. I can only imagine the space and cooling constraints that would have, but then again, they shoved it into the iPad. So that's unfortunate, because while I myself, as I always say, I'm not a huge fan of Apple, their M1 chip is a beauty, and I love seeing what they put out onto the market, and I would have loved to see that M1 chip in a VR headset. But yeah, in case you guys want to read the rest of this article, it is of course going to be down below, as usual. A huge update comes out for Beat Saber, and this is personally something that I've been waiting for a while. Beat Saber players can now compete against one another no matter if they are using the Steam version or the Oculus version of the game for Quest and Rift. The official Twitter account today for the rhythm game announced its change, and they tweeted out, "Oculus and Steam crossplay is now possible. We just launched a crossplay feature for the Oculus and Steam players, so you can join multiplayer matches and slash the beats together. We used to have to use a mod for this in order to allow this to happen, but now it's out officially. How that will impact the mod, I'm not entirely sure, but being able to use Facebook's servers for this, because Facebook owns Beat Saber, just for any of you there that didn't know, is supposedly going to hopefully be a little bit better, unless we were always using Facebook servers, and I have no clue about it." So apparently, the Oculus Quest V33 update has increased AirLink and Link visual clarity. So for those of you that hate playing the Oculus Quest 2 on PC, you might want to try again. I don't know why my phone does that. Every time I move my hand, it does rotation. The Oculus Quest V33 update is rolling out to headsets now, featuring several smaller improvements. Many of Facebook's regular updates to the Quest platform are headlined by big new features or fixes, but the Quest V33 update seems to be more concerned with making some finer tweaks. As I said before, not every update is a huge, massive, incredible, amazing update. I personally am much of a larger fan of the hidden features that we don't really get to see, and they're behind the code and Basti finds them. However, the Oculus V33 update changes have been revealed and seems to have increased both Link and AirLink quality, which is always a welcome change. While I myself am still a huge fan of Virtual Desktop and use that on a daily basis instead of AirLink, AirLink definitely gives that capability to much more users since it comes built into the headset and you don't need to download any additional software, so I'm always a huge fan of that, and can't wait to see more improvements made to it in the future. As well as link, of course, some people just prefer using a tethered wire. But yeah, that's the V33 update, along with a bunch of other minor stuff that you can check out in the release notes. And finally, from Road to VR, one that is quite interesting about Stadia. You guys know I've checked out a bunch of VR cloud gaming services in the past. We've checked out Plutosphere, we've checked out Shadow, and now it seems Stadia might be getting a VR cloud gaming platform, which would be great because Google servers are pretty damn nice, and I've tried Stadia before, and it was decent. So Stadia, Google's cloud gaming company, is looking for new hires with a preference for virtual reality development experience. Stadia is Google's cloud gaming service which runs games on powerful computers in the cloud and then streams them to your PC, laptop, or even smartphone, meaning you don't need a powerful PC to play PC VR games if this gets released. The idea is to allow any device to feel like a high-end gaming PC. Stadia currently doesn't offer VR cloud gaming, but it seems that it would be a natural fit for the use case, considering that high-end VR gaming is excessively in the realm of beefy gaming PCs, which create a high barrier of entry. If you could keep the high-powered processing in a cloud and stream the results down to a headset connected to a low-power computer or even a standalone headset, you could make PC VR gaming way more accessible. And indeed, new Stadia job listings from Google suggest the company is exploring the possibility. 4 job listings have been posted or updated as recently as September 7th to seek developers and engineers with virtual reality experience among the preferred qualifications of the roles. So there you guys go. Take that as you will, but again, I've tried Stadia before. It was pretty damn nice, and I've tried a bunch of VR cloud gaming platforms before. And while I know that my network is pretty damn stable, and I've worked really hard to build my network the way it is and get the maximum speeds from my ISP, I know not everyone has that possibility, but with network speeds going up and up all around the world, and with the network speeds really not having to be that high for cloud VR gaming, as we proved by playing it on mobile data, I think that this is becoming more and more of a possibility and would certainly decrease the barrier of entry. Let me know what you think about that one down below. I would love to hear your opinion. But that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you all have a fantastic day or night. I would like to say a huge massive thank you to all our Patreons. That number has grown so much recently. It really means a lot to me, and you help me pay the bills. So I greatly appreciate you. Much love. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like. If you guys disliked it, I guess this button works too, but please tell me why down in the comment section below. If you guys are not yet part of our community, make sure to join our Discord down below. Make sure to join our Reddit, where I want to see you posting your spicy memes. If you guys would like to support the channel any way, shape, or form, we've got sick mugs down below that boost your FPS by 300%, and merch that doesn't put a huge on your body. And if you guys want to know for extra content, keep me up on the channel, make some extra with your forward in my balancing next video. Peace.